Hi guys, Mrnewmobile here. Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra release date, price, and specs. Please subscribe followed by the bell. You can also keep up on Facebook, Twitter by clicking the links in the description. The Samsung Galaxy S22 has to be right up there when it comes to the best phones launching in the next year or so. A Galaxy S series phone launch is always one of the most eagerly anticipated on the technology calendar, and the next one should be no different. So what can we expect to see from the Galaxy S22? We see performance improvement on smartphones year over year, mean this year's phones are faster than last year's, and the same is true for next year's phones as well. But the Galaxy S22 Ultra will see some big gains in performance and could have the potential to be the most powerful smartphone, not just in the Android realm, but among the iOS devices as well, including the iPhone 13 Pro scheduled to launch later this year. Let me explain why. You see, recently ARM announces new ARM v9 architecture for processors as new architecture come to succeed the ARM v8 standard that was unveiled a decade ago in 2011. For those of you who don't know, ARM basically designs the processor we see on every smartphone in the form of architecture and license out the architecture to various companies including Samsung, Qualcomm, Apple, Microsoft, and more. These companies can then create custom cores and tailor them specifically to the use cases that they need. That's what we see Qualcomm, Samsung and Apple do with their Snapdragon, Exynos, a series Bionic processor respectively. So now see changes that will come with the new ARM v9 architecture include a 30% improvement over today's flagship core architecture behind the ARM Cortex-X1. Top of these, the core will also make some of upgrades to clock speed and other aspects which could further add to performance benefits. The other two carriers seeing improvements are ARI as well as security. Now Samsung has officially said that they will use this new architecture on their next Exynos processor, likely on the Galaxy S22 early next year. Next year Snapdragon chips will have the new architecture. Apple is unlikely to use it on the iPhone 13 lineups. ARM has said that the first device to use their new architecture will only arrive either the late end of the year or early next year. Also, the new ARM GPU, which will likely debut with the Z Fold 3 in July, is already smashing Apple's A14 Bionic chip, offering between 25 to 100% faster performance in the lead GPU benchmark. So the new architecture and the new GPU combined will give the Galaxy S22 lineup some substantial performance improvements over this year's Android flagships, and likely over the iPhone 13 lineup as well. With that being said, Samsung recently unveiled the ISOCELL Vision 33D time-of-flight sensor that offers precise and swept-that sensing information for AR and VR applications, as well as for better portrays in low light conditions, much like the LiDAR sensor that Apple uses on the iPhone 12 Pro lineup. It was expected that Samsung will also use the sensor on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Turns out that's not going to happen. According to South Korean publication ET News, Samsung has made up its mind not to include a 3D ToF sensor in the Galaxy S22 series. Samsung believes that the time-of-flight sensors don't serve a meaningful purpose in flagship smartphones right now, and its users is said to be low among consumers. Samsung will poorly said that consumers are satisfied with the image quality of the Galaxy S21 lineup. Even if it lacks a 3D depth sensor by the company could bring it back once there are enough satisfactory AR apps, games, and experiences in the market. That said, the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and Z Flip 3 will have a stronger, lighter frame than the Z Fold 2. Samsung recently filed for a trademark that mentions armor frame as a type frame design for smartphones. Trademark documents don't reveal which materials is used to make the armor frame, but it's being reported that it could be carbon or titanium to increase the frame strength, while also reducing the weight. Makes sense, considering Samsung itself said that Z Fold 3 will be thinner and lighter than his predecessor. It's fair to say that the list of the best Android phones is an impressive one at the moment, and there are already several Samsung handsets on there, but we think the Galaxy S22 could end up blowing them all away. So far we haven't heard any rumors about when the Samsung Galaxy S22 will launch, but we can glean some clues from previous handsets. The Galaxy S series launch date has been getting earlier and earlier with each passing year. The Samsung Galaxy S8 launched in March 2017, then the Samsung Galaxy S9, Samsung Galaxy S10, and Samsung Galaxy S20 all launched in February, though the date kept creeping towards the start of the month by a few days each time. Then we saw the Samsung Galaxy S21 show up in January 2021. Just 14 days into the new year, it's unlikely that the Galaxy S22 will launch in the same year, so it seems like a safe bet that we're going to see it make an appearance in January 2022, as with the launch date. The only hints we've got at this stage about Galaxy S22 pricing are what has happened before on other handsets. We do know that Samsung has been trying to make the S series more affordable, and that could continue in 2022. The starting prices for the standard S21 were $799, which went up to $999 for the S21 Plus edition, and the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra model first went on sale with a starting price of $1,199. It's by no means certain that Samsung is going to stick to those price points, or that it will release 3 models in the Galaxy S22 range, with the Galaxy S22 FE perhaps following later, but that gives you a general idea. The Samsung Galaxy S21 phones come running either the Samsung Exynos 2100 or Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chipset, depending on where you are in the world, and it's highly probable that the Galaxy S22 will run whatever the next flagship CPU happens to be from either Samsung or Qualcomm. At the moment we don't know what those CPUs will be called, or how powerful they'll be, but they'll be the fastest yet in their respective ranges. Samsung might call its next chipset the Exynos 2200, to match the name of the phone, but that's speculation. The design of the Galaxy S21 phones was substantially different from the Galaxy S20 handsets, for them in relative terms at least. The wraparound camera module was a good move in our eyes, and we don't think Samsung would ditch it after just 1 year. Around the front, the Samsung Galaxy S22 might be the series where Samsung finally introduces a selfie camera under the display, getting rid of the punch hole notch for good. In terms of screen sizes, we can look back at the S21 line: 6.2 inches for the standard model, 6.7 inches for the Plus model, and 6.8 inches for the Ultra model. It's difficult to predict whether or not those will stay the same next time around, and so far we haven't heard too much in the way of leaks and rumors when it comes to displaying sizes. With that being said, let me know your thought in the comment below, and if you are new here, please subscribe, like the video, comment. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video. Peace out.